My dad's like, I want to call my sponsor, but I don't want to call my sponsor, right? He's in an AA, okay? But the second AA isn't that serious for him. He's been sober for over 30 years, but he has this great sponsor. I like him. For some reason, I've known him my whole entire life, but I can't ever get his name right. Gary, Jerry, whatever. Doesn't really matter to me. But he's like, I don't want to talk to him because I cannot bring up politics. But your mom and my sponsor, they just can't help it. And I'm like, well, Dad, are they like bringing up politics? Or are they like talking about human rights matters and hoping that you say like, yeah, so true, you know? And he's like, yeah, no, like, I just let them go on their rants and their tirades and I just don't say anything because I don't say anything. And I was like, well, why do you see it as a tirade instead of like a conversation? Do you just like, cause what I'm getting at is, hey Dad, when we're talking about this, I'm like trying to see the shimmer of good in you that still, God, please, oh my God, I fucking hope still exists, right? But I'm just sitting there so quiet and cool because, oh no, don't be loud, don't start yelling, don't be a liberal. And I didn't. And that's actually the funny thing. My whole entire life, I'm always the loud left-leaning liberal, crazy girl, gay. Oh my God, when I was gay, when I came out as gay, I'm still gay. Sorry, happy Pride Month, I'm still gay. When my cousins learned that, I said, at my grandparents, because everybody else knew. Everyone always knew. We're at my grandparents' 50th anniversary, 25th anniversary, and my grandma asked me, and I'm like, yeah, I have a crush on this girl. I'm not telling you her name, okay, because she fully follows me on here. I'm like, yeah, I have a crush on this girl. And then my cousins go, a girl! Anyway, that's not what we're talking about. My grandparents were like, shut up. She's fine. Anyway, my dad, I'm like, we're trying to have this shimmer of hope. Anyway, I'm being calm and cool and collected, and he's like sitting up and sitting back and moving his arms, and I'm like, chill out. Like, I'm really just having a conversation with you. And he's like, and the other thing is, they're not going after just like anybody. And I was like, Dad, when Mom and your sponsor are saying this, they're just saying like, it is a terror that children are going to go home and their parents aren't going to be there, right? And he's like, well, they're going after rapists and criminals. And I was like, but you don't care about rape. Oh! Okay, that one was crazy for him. Because he said, what do you mean I don't care about rape? And I was like, well, you voted for a rapist. Donald Trump is a rapist. Like, he's held civilly liable for sexual assault, for penetrating a woman without her consent. Doesn't matter what you're penetrating her with, that is rape. Yeah? Okay. So, and if you don't think that, like, actually, you, take yourself out. If you don't think that, take yourself out. And I don't care. I mean it. Yeah. Anyway, so he's really mad that I said that. He's like, it wasn't criminal court, and they changed the law. They didn't change the law. They didn't change the law. It was civil court because it was out of the time frame, which is absurd that there's even a time frame. But I was like, Dad, no one that's ever assaulted me is in jail. Oh! And then well, I won't tell you that part because whatever. Basically, he's yelling, but I'm like, I don't need to get excited about it because I kind of know how it's gonna go, and it's really disappointing, and it's crazy because I'm like, I learned all of this from you, right? Like, I learned all of my morals. I learned about caring about people. I learned because you sent me to Catholic school about loving everyone, about treat everyone as you want to be treated. That's the golden rule. I learned the way that Jesus treated people is the way that you're supposed to treat people. Like, I don't know how everyone's delegating themselves as new Jesuses. That's crazy. That's crazy to me. All of a sudden, you're Jesus Christ Superstar. Okay. Anyway, I know how the conversation's gonna go. I'm not getting excited. He's getting excited. And I was like, Dad, you're being willfully ignorant. And it's disappointing. And he says, get the fuck out then. Oh my God. So anyway, I don't think I'm the favorite child anymore. Cause all the other times when I was like growing up that I got kicked out of the house, it was always my mom. But that's different because it's just like, you know, a teenage girl fighting with her mom. Of course that happens. My dad never kicked me out because I've always been the favorite. But I guess I went too far today.